Hello world, SirLaurenceNZ here, and today I'm streaming and casting another game of TheViper Vs MBL. Well, not really another, this is the first MBL game I think that I've cast. But anyway, let's have a look at this game here. I'm your first time sub on YouTube. Thank you very much, Ink Kasi, for the subscription on YouTube. But anyway, let's get into this game here. So we have a nice backwood from the Viper here, nice back gold here, finally being able to be fully saturated. Also gonna watch this one in bed while chilling, so talk to you later. Okay, no problem man, it'll be great to see you when I do stream next, but yeah, enjoy this final remaining game. But anyway, we have this backwood from the Viper here, a dissected woodline on the left here, and a pretty big hill coming in to the right of the Viper's base here. At least it's not on the left here, but there is a bit of hill to the left, and we have a front wood over here which can be quite easily towered. Anyway, let's have a look at the rest of the golds here. We can also see a very nice back gold. It's really far away, but it's a back gold nonetheless. Yeah, I guess it's about a screen away, yeah. And then we also have this secondary gold kind of to the side and way out to the front on the bottom of that hill. Not such a nice position, but Viper finally getting a fully saturatable back gold even. That's going to be very strong for him. Anyway, let's have a look at the stones quickly. We have a side stone and a very far forwards front stone. I don't see that really being defended at all. Anyway, having a look at MBL's base here. We have a fully saturatable main gold. It is kind of to the front side, however, near a dissected wood line. And we have a fairly solid right wood line here. That's open, so that's not going to be creating a full wall off there. That is extremely unfortunate because MBL would have had such a safe back to his base, but he still can chuck a couple palisades up there, but it's quite possible that he might not even notice that because it is such a small gap in the wall. Anyway, Kongensub with a much more defendable map than the Viper here. Just a few buildings will close up that entire front, and just a few buildings and palisades and stuff over there, close up that front. But anyway, Kongens are going to be going for both of these wood lines here. Completely understandable, as Kongens are clicking up to the field edge, and I do not have my spec dashboard on. Anyway, Kongens are going for, the Viper going for a fast castle by the looks of things. Fast castle drush. I was looking at the Viper's base for the wrong time for the drush. Once again, he's just so fast that he gets it out before I even get to the point. And Kongens are going to be doing a barracks, going to be going for that feudal age aggression as the Viper's drush coming in right here, right now. Going to be able to see some nice quick walling from the Viper though, and you can see it coming up quite preemptively as the drush coming up right here, and oh, that was such a nice quick wall. Going to be giving the Viper even more time here to defend here, as he can put up another quick wall over here, but he's taking his time for this quick wall and not quite getting it up after that incredible... Wait, sorry, this is MBL we're talking about here on the defense. MBL not getting out this quick wall here, and MBL doing a frame militia drush off of... Huh? Okay, doing a free militia droff, oh sorry, not droff, free militia drush off of 22 population. That is not advisable. Okay, MBL going for menace arms. That he's not the Goth, so I don't know. The Viper getting some economy kind of damage going on here, so. Both these guys pretty much on the same villager counts as well. The menace arms of MBL going to be causing some pressure over here, but this is feeling a little bit underwhelming. It's not going to be able to kill the Viper. This has kind of caught me a bit dumbfounded, but Anyway, the Viper clicking up to the castle edge, doing something finally that's a bit more normal, and that Archer of MBL just surviving. Going to be quite nice for him. But anyway, these men-at-arms just battering away at everything, looking to focus fire stuff and see if they can destroy it faster than the villager can repair it. And is that the case? No, it is not the case, so the Viper can hold them out indefinitely with one villager idle equivalent and only losing resource every once in a while. But anyway, the Viper getting out an Archer, going to be able to clean up this army from MBL quite cleanly here, not going to be taking that much losses. And let's have a look at where things go from here. Also, MBL moving up with some villagers here, looking to do either a ford or some towers here. We could definitely see a tower coming up on this wood line here. However, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay, he's getting the tower out of range first. In fact, I told Spirit of the Law I would do this. Okay, I'm going to pause here. So we have a tower here. Imagine he puts a tower here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, oh, whoops, I'm counting it wrong. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, oh man, I keep on doing this wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we go like that, plus that, that just becomes slightly outside of the range of the tower. Using Pythagoras, it comes to 8.6 tiles. That means that the Viper, well, sorry, MBL is going to require fletching to be able to get that tower to hit any villagers, really. So anyway, that was live Pythagoras from SirLaurenceNZ, done for Spirit of the Law, as he has had a look at a few of my videos, and I've chatted to him before. And I told him that I've had the urge to do Pythagoras on camera, so I just did it. Just for him. Anyways, after that mad Pythagoras, we have the Viper hitting the castle edge and going up for 2 TC. Is going to be completely securing down this back section of his base, as MBL, staying in the feudal edge, going to be going for that feudal aggression here as he gets wheelbarrow. And MBL just going to be moving around with towers, going to be a nuisance everywhere he goes, and also kind of claiming it never works out in, classic caster curse, trying to do maths. It never works out initially. Yeah, well, I wasn't doing maths, I was counting. They're two different things. But yeah, I'll admit that I had to retype the thing into my calculator more than once to make sure I got it right. But yeah, it never works initially, never. Anyway, the Viper going up with a counter-attack here, using these crossbows, going to be killing 3 villagers on the stone here, going to be very nice from the Viper. 5 villagers, it's all math to me. And MBL finally moving back with these archers of his own, as MBL kind of just being a nuisance with all of this tower placement once again, and going to be placing a tower right on the wood of the Viper. I'd love to see a tower on the back here, and let's do a little bit more counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's definitely going to be hit. Also, that's definitely going to hit over there. Going to be very strong from MBL. But the Viper, though, coming in with these cavalry archers at the back of the map, just killing so many villagers right now. And even though the Viper is in the castle age and having had that massive TC idle time going on the whole way up, equivalently, he's taken a 5 villager lead. So the Viper looking in a very commanding position right here, as MBL killing a few villagers to help equalize, but nothing on the scale that the Viper has done right here. And at the moment, MBL is kind of just relying on those towers to do any damage, but he hasn't really put them on any significant places, because most of the Viper's economy right here is completely safe from this TC. Now, if MBL gets up another tower to the side here, that could be very strong. If he chucks up some stone walls around that, that could pretty much halt Viper's entire economy, as he wouldn't really have any real wood to go to. And you can see the Viper here going to get some wood over here, and MBL finally clicking up to the castle edge. However, the Viper getting out some battering rams, as he is in the castle edge, going to be able to deal with towers quite effectively, and MBL just getting out one of his villagers there to kill, also to help kill the rams of the Viper. But MBL going to be targeting those cavalry archers with his towers, going to be killing a few of them, but anyway, the Viper going to just be firing at that villager nonetheless. Anyway, battering ram from the Viper going to be cleaning up this next this next tower here, going to be very strong from the Viper, as he has a 12, no that's not 12, 18, yeah, anyway, he has a very big very big villager lead right now, as MBL hits the castle edge. I'd love to see guard tower from MBL, but that would be kind of just a little bit too troll, to be honest. So anyway, we're going to be seeing a mangonel coming out from the Viper here to help clean up these towers, as the Viper coming up with a whole bunch of archery ranges, and also going to be getting up a stable to get that bloodlines going as well for that extra 20 HP onto his cavalry archers. But anyway, MBL not just doing the towers on the offensive, going to be putting up defensive towers as well, as he's still taking that stone. Anyway, the Viper getting ballistics here, going to help him pick off any villagers and running units. Going to be very strong from the Viper, as taking some nice mangonel shots, using that attack ground, as MBL moves up with that one knight to snipe off the mangonel. Very nice play from MBL there. And also MBL going to be repairing that tower, most likely, is my guess. Not repairing it right now, actually, which is rather surprising, but that knight going to be getting killed, or mostly killed, quite quickly. Anyway, the Viper moving up to 3 TCs now, ever widening that villager gap here, as MBL only on 1 TC right now, and barely on the offensive, as the Viper preparing to completely break out of his base and kill everything that MBL has right now. Anyway, so Viper holding this hill as well, going to be very strong as he pushes in to finish off this tower once and for all. Another 2 or 3 shots from the mangonel. Let's see, yep, that was the final shot, and going to be killing this tower shortly after. Going to be cleaning up this knight and cleaning up those villagers building the tower there, and mangonel being sniped by the tower of MBL there, so MBL forever delaying his demise right here. Is the Viper having, let's see, is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? Is the Viper gonna have twice as many villagers? It doesn't look like it's quite gonna happen, but the Viper almost having twice as many villagers as MBL. This is huge right now, as he's on 3 TCs compared to MBL's 1, and MBL calling, well, sorry, MBL's 2. But anyway, MBL with that very static offense, not even punching the heart. Ooh, just completely knocked the microphone there, but not hitting the heart of the Viper's economy. So anyways, MBL not able to really attack where it counted, and the Viper just being able to attack with a much more mobile offense and just killing villagers left and right over this left side here before the towers came up. Also, welcome back to the stream, Chinese chaps. It is much appreciated.
No way! Oh my god!
Thank you, AJ So11. Thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated, man. And let's have a look at those achievements quickly before I close the video. Anyway, so yeah, anyone watching this on YouTube, you can have a look at my Twitch stream. This is where I'm chatting to people all the time or whatever, and likewise to anyone on my Twitch stream right now, you can have a look at my YouTube channel after the stream as well. But yeah, anyways, thank you for watching this, anyone on YouTube, and goodbyes.